Yeah, it'd be really helpful if my mic was plugged in, wasn't it? It's been a while since I had one of those happen. What I was saying is, my internet was broken. Hopefully it doesn't break again. I have Ethernet, but like, my router had a moment. If it does, I'll come back as soon as I can and check my Discord if you want an update. Now, with that being said, I hope you all have had a fantastic week and are looking forward to a good weekend. Let's kick it off with some feedback. Why don't we? Let's swap to here. Yeah, Amnisa. Yes. Let's go.
I can't believe my eyes. I swear this must be happening in my mind. I've never seen a stranger sight in all my life. How can I survive? Or should I run or should I try to hide? And still a million other questions fill my mind. Amnesia, numbing memories like anesthesia. Other common side effects include: who are you? Who am I? Who are these other guys? Amnesia. All I know is that your pancreas is mine. Gotta get this right, cause if I don't, I'm probably gonna die. Who are these creatures and what brought them all to life? Some of them seem nice, and some have tried to bury me alive. And something tells me they want to sell me merchandise. Amnesia, numbing memories like anesthesia.
Damn, these chords are so good. What the fuck?
Common side effects include: who are you? Who am I? Who are these other guys? Amnesia, till I'm pretty sure your pancreas is mine. It's all your sure your pancreas is mine.
Yeah. Hell yeah. This is a banger. Super cool. Oh, nice noise as well. Good. Atmos bet. All right, bet. Overall, track is pretty fire. So it's super random, but like I feel like some of the lyrics are a little weird. The only place where that weirdness or like the creatively I'm like confused is like the whispery metal vocals. But then there are also some lyrics where he's like, "Oh, I think your pancreas is mine," so I kind of get it. Has like those like a little more subliminal and like subversive, like the metal whispery vocals. Like I say metal because it's where you would expect to hear it. I think that's cool. Feels a little weird as a listener where you're just like, okay, this is all super bright and melodic and like, and then there's also this element of like darkness that feels a bit like, is that what it's about? I don't know. it feels a bit out of place, but I don't dislike it. I think just the overall thing is like the vocal mix feels quite harsh, and I definitely see how it might end up that way if you listen to the track as it is, like this.
Must be happening.
This mix, the vocal mix itself might sound fine, like it's matching, but I think the breaks are mixed too harshly overall. Like there's a lot of pieces that just feel like they could be softer. And I think what'll happen is that as you make the break softer, the drop will feel more harsh or really more like raw, which I think is okay. I think the way the drop sounds is cool and very authentic, but it's the break just feels too much. Like it doesn't feel natural, or like you have these elements that feel like they're being pushed beyond what feels good. Like it's so much compression and you're just getting so many of these like highs out of the vocal that are like like that just pierce. So I would definitely look at like just EQing the stuff to have like a little less. It's gonna sound like less powerful, but I think it's a worthy trade-off to get like a softer sound. Break is too loud for the drop, 100%. 100%. So definitely needs to be like softer just volume wise, but I think once you do that, you're gonna realize that like there's a lot of highs in the vocals compared to the mids. So you're gonna want to balance that to have, I think, a little more mids, realistically less highs. And the same could be said for some of the elements, like some of the transition elements here.
Should I run or should I trace? How can I?
Like this sweep is just so blown out. It's like to the point where you can't hear some of the other elements. Also, just like the transition here into the chorus again.
I got
And then it's just like there needs to be some work done there. But I think overall, really solid. I would say polish it up. Like, that's it. Wow. I love this. This is fire. This theme of the fucking Social Credit score is hilarious. Chat, how we feeling? Oh, bro, I have like no developed ideas right now. Let me find some. I mean, you could also like send undeveloped ideas, or you could just be lame and not send anything. Just kidding. Alright, let's take a listen to Eyebrow Man and Morar. Ooh. Chonky stab. Row thing. Seems a good arp.
Switch.
Needs distortion. Ah, bro, Hazel's tripping. He said it needs more distortion. Okay, I think the production is sick. I'm just gonna start with that. Production is really good. I think for me, what I want is like a little more story in there. Like somehow I'm missing that element of like story in here, that like development. It's kind of like everything here is kind of just like we have the base kind of, but it feels a bit too meandering. Like it feels like we're trying to kill time instead of like being in a specific space or like developing from a specific space into something new. And then it's kind of just like, I think the build is over cool. I like how it gets really dry here. Like kind of like it kind of like leaves you hanging a little bit, which I like. Like I just love how many cool different elements are cutting in here. It's so sick. I think here as well, you kind of notice like, okay, well we're missing some kind of like leading element to like follow or to get invested in. It's kind of just Atmos. It's kind of like filler, you know what I mean? It's like a snack, but it's not. It's missing that heart. That, for me. Yeah, maybe it's just distortion, guys. Maybe you're right, chat. Maybe he just needs more distortion. Just throw a sine wave distortion on this. Perfect. You won't even be able to hear anything. It'll be so good. Slap 2 soft clippers on the master and push the lefts as much as possible. Yeah, just push into like a limiter until you get positive lefts. Perfect. And that'll be good. Like here as well, you notice there's just like not. And I don't want to be like the annoying guy to just be like, it needs a vocal, it needs a vocal. Like, yeah, obviously a vocal would be perfect to fulfill that role. But I think you could make an instrumental track that has the same effect. Here, I would look at Conor Ross is probably not as good of an example as I want it to be, because he tends to use vocals in pretty much everything. But like even in the production, Conor Ross has something that I think you could be a good reference. Not his newer stuff, but his older stuff. The stuff that's like 3 or 4 years old and older than that is like a good example of like there's just like elements in there that you're just captivated by, that like instrumentally are just like leading you on to the next thing. So that's my feedback, is like just experiment with more story, more development. And really the development is key. Like you want to build, you want it to be something that's not just the drop repackaged into something that feels like less. Like it's not supposed to be the drop light. I think you want something different, something that's like that then evolves into this drop. Hopefully that helps. Also, I'm gonna definitely be sniping this. Actually, I'm just gonna screenshot it because I'm funny like that. I'm like one of these people that like I feel like I have to maximize the screenshot. Like if I lose even a single pixel, it just feels like, what the fuck was the point of taking a screenshot then? It's like I've wasted multiple pixels of this beautiful image. Well, I don't know about this image being beautiful, but you know, it's certainly funny. All right, Kelly B Whip. I started this as a UK bass track originally, then I made it into drum and bass. I really like where this track is going. Vocalist filler. Okay. Real story is Loki everything? 100%.
in my rap from the block to the back. With my batch moving mad, keep it in close, got on tap. From the dunya in the trap, G's around a couple yats. Mine's lost yet from the smoke, these times got the trap. I got packs in my rap.
What was that goofy laugh? I don't know.
Batch moving mad, keep it in close, got on tap. From the dunya in the trap, G's around a couple yats. Mine's lost yet from the smoke, these times got the trap. I got.
Okay, I think my only feedback here is like to make some of these pitch glides more extreme. Like I definitely feel like here, like if you're gonna go for this pitch glidey sound, one, I don't think it should repeat so many times. It gets boring. It's one of those things where in small doses, done right, it just is unbelievably hard. And as soon as you repeat it like one too many times, it just like feels like yeah. Even if you're changing the direction of the pitch and the amount, just it's a difficult sound to have multiple times. But I would replace the extra ones, and I say the extra ones, like I'd keep it to like once every 4 or maybe even 8 bars. But when you do it, make the pitch glide more extreme. Make it like da na 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 na, like really just like let it wobble out of key or whatever. Because if it's the only element, it's going to sound crazy. And it's for everything else going on in this track, you just want this to feel mental. Like you want this. Drum and bass people are like cool in the sense that they're just like, they're really willing to like go on the ride with you. Kind of the same with dubstep people, but like drum and bass people really just like, there's that like, yeah, like give me the craziest thing you can possibly imagine. Like it really just make it more extreme. I want more. Wow, wow, wow. I feel like there's something missing here. There's just like some Atmos extra stuff missing in here to sell the build, I think. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm just tripping, but that's my thoughts. Take it if you like, or don't. Not really my business, is it? Tremolo moment, indeed. Distort vocal, maybe. It'll depend on what the actual vocal ends up being. Alright, second break feedback, please. Also drops if you want to. Sponsored by Sue3. Okay. And for some reason, I'm like, starships were meant to fly. Like, I don't know.
No, I can never forget the feeling. That cold December when I lost your touch. Don't you remember the cold and the feeling? Sat by the fire when we lost our love. When we lost our way. Can you feel it? Pull you closer when we're far away. When we lost our way. Let's get lost in space.
Yeah, I love those beat parts so much. The chords sound much better than last time.
Let's get lost in space.
Nice.
Let's get lost in space. Let's get lost in space. Far away. Let's get lost in space.
Too much being limited? Yeah. I mean, the chords definitely sound better. I still think it's like not. I kind of hear the over-soothing. It just feels like it's like it's gotten better, but it's still so compressed and like hyper. Like you're trying to get so much, and I think it's kind of where you're like you're trying to push it harder, but what you're actually ending up doing is like taking more away. Maybe the bass in the B section could hit harder or something because the energy levels of the two sections are very different. I think honestly the B section is fucking perfect. Like I genuinely believe the B section is fucking perfect. Like it's so good.
Let's get.
Like to me this hits. Like I see what you mean that the bass could be harder. I think it could be like more effective. Feels like there's still muddiness to it, but I think the vibe of it hits, you know, and I think the issue is more so that you're listening to the A section, you're like, oh, power, but it's, to me, all I'm hearing is just like big noise with tonality mixed in there somewhere. This is where like this comment about like it being sponsored by Sooth 3 kind of like is also giving me a little bit of confirmation bias. Where I'm like, see, it's the Soothe that's the problem. Because the Soothe is going to get rid of resonances and harsh frequencies. The same harsh frequencies that make things sound tonal. It's like frustrating because like tonality and noise are sort of 2 points on the same line. And so every time that you go more in the direction of like less tonality, which is like, if you push it to the extreme, that's like resonance and like pain and horribleness. And then you go all the way to noise, and that's like, okay, well, there's just like no emotion. It's just noise. It's like completely nothing. Trying to find that middle ground for each sound is difficult. And yeah. I just feel like this is still too noisy. Whereas this feels really brilliantly tonal. I also think the stereo image could just be so much wider. Like the it feels like still all the elements are stacked on top of each other, and I want to hear you really make use of the complete stereo field for this A part. Because the B part is pretty decently wider. Feels wider, right? So they're like da 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 spacier. And I feel like you can have the contrast in there if you want, but I feel like the A part could just be like more explicitly wide and then leave the B part more subtle in its width, more relaxed. Maybe use Nusby hot sauce, 100%. Like that has probably the quintessential like retro future chord sound. Then track works great without being super noisy in your face. Yeah. The retro future chord sound like when you preview a Spotify song on Discord. Wow. A little bit, but I get what you mean. As much as it's true, I don't want to levy it as a criticism against the track because this is a hard sound to nail. But I feel like you're doing too much, and I feel like the trick with the retro future chord stuff is to try and do as little things as possible and just get the most out of each thing. But you asked about the breaks anyway. I know I'm talking about the drop. The second break, I'm not a big fan of the drums. I see kind of where you're going with it. Like, I see where the inspiration for it is. I just don't feel like it hits. It feels forced. I feel like if you're gonna do these drums, the break has to function differently. And right now it just feels a little like this falls flat for me. I feel like I'm not getting the vibe out of the drum, so I would experiment with trying out some different drums on the same break, or just try and go for something different with your instruments and keep the drums. You can do both, but I would start with one or the other. Pick which one is more important to you, the drums or the break vibe, like the instrumentals. Also, the snare doesn't hit here, like just sound wise. Dude, I love this fucking so good. It's so good. Alright, next up, Finding a Way Haze. Might be one of my Rush projects. I started this yesterday. I'm not necessarily worried about how good the drop sounds, like mixing wise, because I can fix that later. I just need ideas. Oh, I see where your idea whores are, you creative prostitutes. See how it is. I'm just kidding. So I try not to think about it. If you're fine and happy without me, say that I'll be okay. I don't think this love will fade or leave. Hazes in love, everybody. Oh, let's take a listen. Why are you talking like that for my song? I don't know, it just sounded like fun. Yes, Discontent, please release some Retro Future. I love this break already.
So try not to think about if you're fine and happy now without me. Say that I'll be okay. I don't think this love will fade on
That gets me, dude. Fuck. I love that. That's, I think it was the last time, or maybe the time before that I said it was my favorite. This is probably my favorite now of your stuff. This feels super cohesive, and funnily enough, it's also the longest thing you sent me in months, because it's 2.5 minutes long. I love this break. I love the vocal. Something about the way this vocal sounds and how rough it is really endearing. Like, it's really charming. I think something about it just being like really sounding like a little roughly recorded and like not well mixed in that makes it feel perfect. It makes it feel evocative is the word, because like perfect doesn't mean anything. It feels very evocative. I wouldn't even like this Atmos bed already is like really emotional and beautiful. This also comes in perfectly. The reverb is really great here.
So try not to think.
My only like real feedback, like this is all great. This is all really raw and nice and upfront. The lead is super good. I think it's more here. Once you get to about here, it's like it feels like there's not more. And we need more. Like we've changed this like dong dong da dong dong thing, but there isn't a lead. You know, there isn't like a leading edge to it. So I would say here, I would focus your attention to like adding more here specifically, because everything else that you add after this is going to be polished and is honestly going to like start to chip away at the rawness of it, which might be what you want. But personally, I think it's charming how raw it is. Yeah, I would look to adding like some arps, something spacier, like lean into the fact that this is a little less like in your face. Let it spread out. Let us enjoy having this really kind of groovy, donking kind of bass in the middle, and just like occupy more of that space in the Atmos. But I don't know what to say. Like, add a little more texture to the atmosphere. Make the background feel more vivid. Starting the day with a juice box and a Kyokon stream. Life is good. I can ruin that in about 10 minutes. Just oh man. The break was the most time I spent on. I hear it. Dude, like the break here. It feels really deep. The break feels deep. And even here as well. Everything feels intentional. And here it just feels like I'm missing that intention. Also, I love the tone in the chords now. Like, this is good. Distorted as fuck, but good. Super, super cool. Just finished my track law. I'm going to send it in about 10 minutes. Bet. Is that because it takes 10 minutes to explore? Or because you're just going to let it sit there? You know, make me wait. It's okay. I think we have another track to review anyway in the meantime. Amble. See, I do a whole lot of ramble, which y'all know from my stream. Ooh, another Late Eyes track. Hell yeah. I wonder if this is also going to be UK Garage. I need to learn how to make this genre so badly. Anyway, let's go. Discontent time. I like this already. Chill. I'm kind of waiting for a little more, but it's like a very lo-fi atmosphere. Ooh. Oh, made the soundtrack for a short film I am yet to start making. Nice. Like that. That's yummy. That's yummy. I think maybe for this I would work a bit with the MIDI to make it even more. I don't know if you've like gone through the humanization process of like delaying certain notes or whatever, but I would if you're gonna leave the arrangement and sound overall like this, I would just put even more effort into making sure that all of your MIDI is offset at least a little bit. Not every single note, but just on the overall that there's more effort, I guess you could say, or it feels a little more real, like more actually played out. That all the velocities are unique. All of the everything is like really unique because it will. For this type of track, you want every note to feel touched because there's a lot of focus on just the piano, and there's like all of the atmos and like texture and stuff, but all of your focus is actually going to this piano, so every note needs to feel special. If that makes sense. It needs to at least feel like it's its own note and not just like, you know, it shouldn't feel like just a piece of MIDI, if that makes sense. For all I know, you've actually played this out and it like, but that's my feeling from it. I think it's mostly this da, 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 like that element definitely is one that I feel like could be more exaggeratedly swung. Like don't let it be too gritty in the sense of like too quantized. Can another send another song if that's okay? Go for it, dude. RC20 may go to the plugin. Love me some RC20. Yeah. Do 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 do. I also feel like a vocal could fit really well on this track, by the way. RC20 is a plugin by Excellent Audio. What was I doing? Feedback. Yeah, I'm here. I'm awake, guys. I'm awake. I swear, I'm awake. Where's my water? Okay, I'm gonna grab it. Meantime, let's listen to this. Charon, how far will we go? Charon, my goat. Love me, Charon. Love me, my Charon. Water. Drink water. I'm really hoping this is UK bass, like so badly. I don't know what this is gonna be. Yes. Yes. Put your name before the other guy's 20 Haze. Yo, what's up, Late Eyes? This is a sick track, dude. Nice. This is super sick. Okay, chat is saying the Atmos is hitting. I love the vibe of this. This is one of those tracks that like it just grows on you. However, I'm gonna caveat this with I may be missing the point here because this is not super my type of stuff. Like, I like garage, but I don't listen to enough garage to know the appeal. My impression of garage has always been a little more adjacent to like my experiences with like I love like all types of like lo-fi, for example. Like when I listen to chill stuff, personally, I like a warmer sound. I think there's a lot more room for more texture in the way that the Atmos works. Like it just in the Atmos. I think the atmospheres itself are good. I just think you have more room to like stack the sides and like the outer edges of your stereo field with more detail, and that could either be with processing. I think also a little bit of extra like processing of like specifically the reverb. I've never said this before. I've never given this piece of feedback, but I think the reverb is too clean. Like normally I like talk about the fact that the reverb is like kind of muddy, but here the reverb feels clean in a track where you have a lot of space. Like it's very open. And so I think the reverb itself, you could maybe do some tape processing, like some tape distortion to it, just to give it a little bit of that like more real feeling, to give it that more textured vibe. But I may be wrong here. I may be missing the point. Hyokan Z, how am I supposed to say that? Because my brain wants to say Zifpatron, but that doesn't sound right. It's the same person as Nora, okay. I'm low-key never really listening to Future Garage, only familiar with the UK semi-open-on style stuff. Gotcha. He's done amazing. Yeah, I think the vocals as well are really well done here. Like, I think it just gets the vibe across so well. But yeah, I think that's where, for me, that's the only place where this track needs work, is just like that extra detail. Again, I might be missing the point, but I feel like it's worth trying to go for like a little bit of like a dirtier sound or like a more analog sound with this, because I think it will take the track from just feeling like super clean. Like, I'm using this as an example because this is the type of music that, the type of setting I imagine hearing just a track like this. I tried to say track and song at the same time. I imagine hearing this at like, you know, you're watching like an esports stream and they have like a break and they're just like playing some music in between games or whatever. There's no casting. It's just like music. I imagine hearing something like this. Like, I totally, like, I wouldn't blink an eye if I heard this track in that type of setting. In fact, I would be like, oh, wow, they're really playing some bangers out here. Like, it's super cool. I think, though, it will just make the track sound more timeless. It will make it will add to, like, that garagey element of, like, because to me, garage is, like, and it's something you make at home. It has that, like, homey feel, and this is, like, if you just get a little more dirty, a little more texture, it'll be awesome to me. Again, I don't know. I think this is my 7th time saying it. Might be wrong, but yeah, super well done. I really have no comments other than, like, this section feels a little long. It feels prolonged in the sense that I don't think there's enough going on here. I don't think there's enough. I would like to hear a couple more elements in here just to fill the space and just not make it feel like this vocal is in, like, a vacuum. Because I don't think the vocal, the sample or whatever this is, or maybe it's just someone talking, like one of you guys talking. I don't think it holds your attention well enough. It kind of just feels like, okay, some dudes yapping about something. But it doesn't feel like, it doesn't hold your attention. So I think you need to add more things to balance it out. Okay. I feel like I talked so fast and said so little. Yo, what's up, Dying Away? You trying to send something? Alright, Deep House 126. And I know you just uploaded this. Alright, bet. Let's go.
Slow down, take a second to catch your breath. We're fading now, slip away every chance we get. You feel so far from me. I'm lost without your love. You're just so hard to please. I'm lost without your touch, without your touch. You pull me from underwater when I was falling apart. I was lost from the start, but you'd hold me in the dark. You'd hold me in the dark.
There we go. That's what we're missing. That as well.
Slow down, take a second to catch your breath. We're fading
Yeah, he's just gonna say everything needs distortion all day.
every chance we get. You feel so far from me. I'm lost without your love. You're just so hard to please. I'm lost without your touch, without your touch. You pull me from underwater when I was falling apart. I was lost from the start.
Ooh.
But you'd hold me in the dark. You pull me from underwater when I was falling apart. I was lost from the start, but you'd hold me in the dark. You'd hold me in the dark.
Bro, I forgot to upload F. Break kind of reminds me of Missy. Yeah, definitely. I agree. This track is great. I think the breaks are cool. I think here I'm missing like the things I'm thinking of are like polished stuff. I think the core composition of everything is good. The only thing I'm missing is here. This is too clean. Not even clean, but it feels like it's missing that it factor. It's missing the like quintessential warmth, and I think partially it's just the basis needs a bit more work. Like the bass doesn't quite hit perfectly yet, as it does in like most professional deep house tracks, which are definitely like works of like getting the bass exactly right. It's like it has to be exactly right because everything rides on it. But I feel like here I'm missing that warmth until this lead comes in. I'm missing that mid something. So I feel like here you could even just have like a single like warm, distorty, analogy type of synth that's just like occupying, like it's maybe like heavily reverbed, but just to get that feeling of like we need that just that middle frequency band just occupied with something moving, because it's kind of like don't, but we need that it's something. It needs something, because you have all of these like wispy like that. We need that here in the drop as well. You have it in some places, but I think just in the beginning specifically, it needs like its own dedicated one. I think the transitions also feel rough, and I think a lot of deep house is about having a really simple drop, but making it the way you make the drop bigger and more amazing is not by making the drop itself bigger, but by creating more anticipation for this drop, by creating more of these like small little building things, lots of layers of small things that are contributing to the build that make you just like your mouth water, just like, oh my god, you're just waiting, right? It's like these little, like in cooking you would say like, you know, like aromas, like these like hints of this and like elements of small bits of that aren't like at all related to how the thing is actually going to taste, but it's just like you're like the way you're imagining it, you're like, oh my god, you know, you're so excited to like finally have this like. So yeah, a lot of it is just like small layers of like more texture, more like world building in the breaks, although the breaks are good, but yeah, just polish, building up like more little tiny tonal reverses. I think the reverb here also needs to be more captivating because it feels a little flat, I guess, and I'd like to hear more out of the reverb. I think I'd like to hear a little more of the reverb and also a more textured reverb if you can find one. Whew, man, I'm in Yap City today. This is like crazy. Feels like the third note of the bass line has the bass and sub on different octaves. I'm not sure though. Might be. If it's like on a C sharp or a C, it's entirely possible that they're going on different octaves because the sub might be too low. Might be too low. Next up, Project by Hayes. I forgot to remove the vocal. How much air did you put on the master? Oh, I'm afraid. I am in fear. This vocal's cool though. Gasolina remix, no cap. What is this section, bro? Oh my god, I just got flashbanged musically. Rip Dalek, bro. Awesome triple piano. What the fuck is the point of this? It's trash. It's like literally an awful track. So I was laughing about this fans thing, and the first thing I see is just Octane, the idiot. This poor guy is just getting put himself on blast on stream for no reason. Anyway, I like this. There's really nothing more for me to say other than just like, it's cool. It's like, I think this is something specific about the style that you make, where just the rawer it is, and like the more unrefined it feels, like the more just like it comes straight out of your DAW as like a demo, the better it is. It just feels so like emotional like that. I still think your other track is better, though. Your other track feels more concretely emotional. It feels like you just landed it. The other one. This one is like, okay, this is cool, but it's missing the it factor of like, whoa, yeah, like this one is it. The other one kind of has that. All right, Dynaway, if you want to send me the other track you were talking about, go ahead. Otherwise, I'll listen to this one. Yeah, bet. Like you're trying to send something in here. At some point, you gotta send the one with my samples in it. The what do you call it? The softcore. I won't say anything more than that. But like that one is goated. Submitted, perfect. Day on away. All right. Alan Walker and Sophie Strai, Land of Heroes. You got a special one? Oh shit. No way! Hey, yo. Yeah, we gotta react to this on stream. The fuck? This is gonna be goated. Muad'Dib. I mean, you didn't rickroll me. It's like... Da 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 da. Ba ba ba, 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 ba. Yeah, let's go. Oh, wow. Wait, this section is banging too. Damn, he's got the side trance bit as well. Okay. I would say for me, the intro is still long. I know you've sent me this a couple of times now, and I feel like the intro is still long. Like, there's... This is fine. But, like... You know, you get, like, a good 45 seconds in. I would shorten this bit. Because you're going to continue it anyway with the vocal, so I feel like you can just pull it forward 15 seconds without... You know, it makes the bit itself feel more special because you're not dragging it out. And I don't think you lose anything for the build because you're going to continue... This is at 30 seconds, and then it's going to take you a minute anyway to get to the drop. And I agree that the build has too much bass. The break as well. I think probably I want a little more sub and a little less of these like low mids. But I think the biggest thing is the kick. The kick doesn't hit. Like it's there, but it feels quite papery. Like it's kind of like got this like this. It doesn't have this like doom. It needs like this satisfying kick sound, and it kind of just feels a bit like papery. In Germany we would say pappig. You know, it's like cardboard type of sound. Wait, Dalek, are you like Dalek is in Dream? Yeah, that Dalek. That Dalek. It's like, yeah, that one. Discount. Yeah, I think for the most part that's my thoughts because like everything else is good. Actually, I left this project 1 year ago, low key. What does that mean? Oh. Why did you send it to me that? Why did you send? Amber, you're crazy. Yeah, both Dalek and Ryan Cost are like cracked, and y'all don't even know how cracked they actually are. I have the privilege of knowing just how insane they are. I mean, it's kind of funny that both Discontent, both you and Dalek have kind of like gone on that journey of like going from like music production to like, yeah, let's do like vocal like pop stuff now. So I don't know if I should keep the future house thingy. Why not? Like, dude, if you want to do it. If you don't want to, don't do it. All right, Dalek, did you send anything additional or? All right, he's just trying to help his homies out. We'll finish off by listening to Ryan Cost Hush because I've been meaning to listen to this anyway. Let's get absolutely lit in here. I feel like I need a drink for this, but it's too late. You think you can send one after we listen to Ryan Cost? You're over after that. Hey! That's my boy Dalek on the song, dude. Well, he's technically it's Atlas Dean on the song. First, what the fuck does this mean, dude? I'm always hiding thoughts from deep inside. I got one question before you switch your man in one day. Baby, what's your motive? Hush. Whoa, this is so different. Oh. Wow, what the fuck? Wow, this Atmos layer that he's just cycling over and over again. What? Yes, dude. Absolutely crazy. Ransom. Bam, bam. Yeah, dude. There's that vocal Amos again. Nah, bro, this is crazy. Okay, Ellis, literally. It's like, I don't know, my first thought was like, here I was just like, Grant? And then I was like, Ellis? But also like, if they had like some perverse UK child, like UK, I mean like literally a British baby, not the music style. It says what I think it would sound like. I love this, it's so cool. Needs more distortion, Loki. Yeah, sure. Absolutely. The ending outro was one of my favorite parts of the song. Literally, it's so good. Like, this is... To be fair, though, this sounds like something you would cook as well. Dude, like, you could totally be... If you had sent me this, I would have been like, damn, the fuck? I would, like, totally believe you could do this. Windsor Boy has arrived. Welcome to the destination. I sent a 15-second song for you to listen to, probably my best one. The arrangement is also insane on this track. I sent a 15-second song. The arrangement is also insane. I don't know how the arrangement can be insane on a 15-second track. Sounds a little counterintuitive. No way you sent this one? Hey, yo. Mashallah, habibi. Alright, whatever. Let's get this first. Y2mate.biz fax machine sound effect. I can't believe you're leaking this one, dude. I'm so excited about this. Straight busting to that now. That one. Alright, we're about to bust straight up to this one. Why is my comment still here? Bro, my 1-year-old ass comment. I still remember the first time I heard this one. Alright, let's take a listen. It's not loud enough though. I want more. Tell me it's all you want. You are not wanting nothing. Tell me it's all you want.
tell me it's all you want. You knew that I would die for you. Dior said a check for you. You wanna double gas? I'll pay so I can finally rest. I have some things I wanna say to you. I couldn't get away from you. Thought it was dead. I know you're my Juliet. I tried it. Look who's the fool talking to you. Lying to me, did you never get cool? Now you too cool, talking to you. I know you moved on, but I'm not a fool. Dying to me, I don't know.
Y'all don't know how many times I've heard this song.
You're not wanting enough of it. Tell me it's all you want. Tell me it's all you want.
Why am I singing it? See, this is the thing. I sing to this motherfucker's music like frequently, and then I forget that I'm doing it, and I don't know. That makes me like nervous. I'm like, ooh, Kyokan can't be caught singing. Might as well, bro. They just heard the vocal I did for from 2 years ago. True. They can't see the plays, yeah, because I would listen. I had the download of this. Also, oh yeah, guys, that's all me, by the way. That 200 times or whatever is me. Oops. Because there's also the slowed down version of this that I have the link to, which is even more celestial. This needs to be Jarenified. True. Isn't that also like no, that's a different name. Because you have a Jaden type, which is crazy. Which in my opinion doesn't even sound that close, but like it's the instrumental that just sounds muy amazing. Alright, well that was the vibes. Oh, they can't see or the camera's blocking it out. Guys, this is what I was talking about. The 300 odd plays. Oops. W Cash Money. Ugh. Oh, my back. All right, well, I guess that's the stream for today. I appreciate all of y'all being here, sticking around, sending bangers. I've decided that I'm going to also drop some music on my birthday. So in a little less than 2 weeks, I'll drop some of the stuff that I've been I finished some of these tracks. Some of them are not going to be finished. I haven't decided what exactly I'm going to drop yet, but I haven't dropped anything in so long. I kind of just want to get them out there just because it's like a gift to myself. So Dak, I'll tell you some of the tracks that I might even get your help deciding on which ones I want to put out. Because I just want to drop them all. Not all of them, but a lot of them. I just want to do it. It'll be fun. I gotta practice having fun, you know? You forgot Discontent submission? No, I didn't. Which one? Is it this one? Oh! Here we go. My bad. It got lost. It isn't the same place. I've sent this before, but so much has changed. Okay, let's take a listen. You know what this makes me think of? It makes me think of Imanu in terms of the way the drums are hitting everything. Ooh. This is so good. Ooh, damn. I love this, man. I can't wait to hear a full arrangement of this. This is based. Dun, dun. Great Atmos. This is peak. There's nothing for me to say here other than just finish the arrangement. And maybe like a little more of a cool transition sound, like an impact, or like here I want to have like the Phineas type of like little impact sounds, like for the Barbie song. What is it called? Happier Than Ever? Or no, I forget what is that song called? I don't remember what it's called now. It'll come to me after stream. But he has like this little like impact that's like made from a trash can or whatever. It's like super soft, but I feel like I want something like that here. Just like a little like like, you know, like a little, it's just like a super like low passed, like high cut. Yeah. What was I made for? That's what it is. Yeah. Okay, last time I was saying this, I promise, but the second part, the lead in the back could be more distorted. It could. I don't know if you're going to trade off too much of that like organic feel for distorting it, though. You also don't want to crowd up the mix with distortion, because you're just adding harmonics. If it's just for the sake of like adding harmonics, I don't think it's going to help much. Anyhow, my fine feathered friends and fabulous community, I feel privileged to be able to say that. As far as I know, that's Discontent. Yeah, he's doing all the singing. Bro is doing it. It's funny because Alec and I have talked about me singing before, and it's funny that like you've just like gone ahead and done it. Thank you for the feedback, man. Absolutely, I'll be happy to see you every Saturday for the rest of my life. But before we get to every Saturday, we got to go to next Saturday. So I'll be seeing you next week. And Wednesday, provided nothing happens, we'll do another sample flip. So I'll hopefully see some of you guys Wednesday. Or I won't be able to do it tomorrow. But I know I was gonna put the poll. I'll put the poll right after stream about like what days y'all want me to stream these sample flips, because I know some of y'all got school and stuff. Oh god, my this guy with this 100% accurate accent imitations. I just can't help myself. Go stream my new AP or I will be sad. Yes, go do that. And also stream Ryan Koss and Atlas Dean. Fuck that Kyokan guy though. Anyway.